My name's Danny Green. I'm the lead programmer slash artist slash CEO slash T-boy at Radioactive Software. And I'm going to be showing you Gettysburg Armored Warfare. It's a RTS FPS hybrid supporting 64 players per server in multiplayer. The whole premise of the game is that that these guys go back in time from the year 2060 with this futuristic technology to sort of change the outcome of the Civil War by giving advanced technology to the South, so they would win. And the government sort of finds out, and they send back, their own futuristic technology to combat it. And so that's the basic premise of the game. Even though there's no campaign, that's sort of the backstory behind it. So I'm going to show you the offline practice mode where you can essentially play the game with bots and stuff like that, but this is all fully functional online. I'll just show the Gettysburg map. So I'm going to pick the US team. And so right now you're up in the RTS mode looking down at the units, and in multiplayer any players in the server can share all these units, so you can jump down and take control of a Zeppelin if you want. And at any point in time, you can just switch over units. And in the deathmatch mode, these are, like I said, completely shared between all the players in the server. So jump down, take control of an APC. And these are the lowest graphics settings in the game. I basically am forcing them in this build to make it easier to debug issues that pop up with different clients testing the game and things like that. But you can go inside the APCs. Let's see here. I'll show you some more of the units. Got 14 different types of units in the game. Everything from like tanks to infantry to cannons and all that types of stuff. So we can just trying to loop through all the different unit types here. Let's see, I'll grab a person. This is one of my favorite units here. This is the Union Heavy Soldier. I'll show you some of the ships and stuff that are in the game. Yep, and you can't give orders to your units in the deathmatch mode. You have to. I'll show you the Army Skirmish mode, where you can actually give like RTS orders to your units and things like that. So both modes actually, the deathmatch and the Army Skirmish mode, use a ticket count system. You can see up here, whenever your team controls a command point, there's a ticket bleed put on the other team, so they lose more tickets. And whenever your team kills like an enemy, it subtracts that amount of tickets from their count as well. So both deathmatch and Army Skirmish have that sort of system to determine the winner of the game. So I'm going to exit out and load up a quick demo of the other gameplay mode, the Army Skirmish. So this mode supports 4 players per server, whereas the deathmatch supports 64 players per server. And in this mode, you actually have to use the army builder to create your armies and things like that. So this is the whole set of units you can select from, everything from like 1860s infantry to cannons and cavalry, snipers, and everything up to like the futuristic soldiers with heavy units and snipers, tanks. The whole array of units here. So once you build your army, you can actually save it to the Steam cloud. I think we're having some internet problems here, so it's not going to function right. But if you're connected to the internet, it will save your army persistently in the cloud. So now you can actually give orders to your units in a traditional real-time strategy mode. Got these buttons down here to allow you to quickly access your units. So say you want to grab a Zeppelin to take this point, you just click them down there and right-click and get them moving. And so this is all, like I said, fully functional and multiplayer. I've got in the mode that has 64 players per server, I've got data rates that are on par with the biggest AAA games out there. And you know, as a guy who wrote all this technology from scratch myself, it's very exciting for me to actually see it in practice. You know, working the way it does, and it's very exciting for me. But I'm really looking forward to getting the game into the hands of players and seeing what they do with it. Because one of the things I'm including with the game that I'm pretty happy about is the world editor. So right now I'm going to be shipping 4 maps with the game: Gettysburg, Antietam, Seven Pines, and Shiloh are the 4 maps that'll come shipped with the game. But I'll zoom out here and show you the world editor that actually comes with the game. And I'm really hoping that players see, you know, the potential in the game, and they sort of run with it and create their own maps. And you know, the game can take on a life of its own. You know, so I'll show you some of the tools that players have access to when they open up the world editor. You can, you know, easily just increase the number of trees in the world by generating the foliage like this, or you can go through and actually, you know, paint trees on the terrain. Some of the things you can do, like place buildings on the map. You know, I can rearrange everything however I'd want. The gameplay elements are easily, some of this stuff's still a work in progress, by the way. You can sort of move the spawn points around wherever you want, set the command points and stuff like that. So players have the ability to totally craft the experience to whatever they're looking for. And you know, I'm going to be watching the game, and whatever people want, I'm going to, you know, give it to them. If players are begging for a certain feature, or if I see the need for a certain feature in the community, I'm going to be on top of it and make sure that the players get what they want out of it. So it's going to be a very interesting release. I feel it's going to be out in March 2012 on PC. The game is a Steam exclusive, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what people think about it.